All right, 11:24. We are joined by Eric Raditz from Florida Weekly to explain everything going on in Southwest Florida. Eric, thank you for coming on the show.
Always a pleasure. How are you?
Doing well.
Good. We're glad you're with us. So we are starting with something that I think a lot of people are interested in, liquor. And if a business wants to sell liquor, it's going to cost them a lot.
Yeah, so what the question becomes, what exactly do we know about liquor licenses? We pop into the bar we like, we are served. But that question we got to the bottom of, and we decided that under Florida law, to serve adult beverage in the state, there are many different types of liquor licenses that can be purchased. And there's actually only so many that are permitted per capita, and these licenses can be transferred. One thing we're finding is that the demand for the available liquor license has increased, as has the cost. We talk to bars, bar owners, restaurant owners, and get a feel for why there has been such an increase in demand in our cover story this week on A License to Pour.
That makes sense. You can make a lot of money if you have a liquor license.
I like that graphic there, the money and the drink.
Yeah.
It's called the money shot.
There you go.
I don't know.
Well, you know, a culture at a bar is important. If you're a customer, you're walking around, you know, you go where you like. Same thing works if you're running a business, whether it be a bar or anything else. The culture that you promote within that company is very important. You're talking about that this week.
Yes, and so when we think about how is it that we want to run our business and the kind of culture that we want, is that culture actually getting through to your employees throughout the company? This week we have tips and considerations for how to be consistent and to make sure that culture that you're nurturing is working in your business.
And the next topic is kind of culture-esque too. Everything old is new again, which we see, you know, with fashion, with, you know, just regular people's taste in movies or TV shows or something. But you're talking about something else in this
entirely different. And we decided, do you know how many different cover kind of bands there are in Southwest Florida? These tribute bands are all over the place. When we went looking from Elton John to ABBA to the Blues Brothers, we sit down with musicians who are having a blast and many making a decent living at performing as popular musical acts around the state. So this week, find out how to see some of these acts and what it's like putting on a show as a musician as someone else.
Well, speaking of entertainment, Top Picks is always my personal favorite part of this interview every week. And I got to say, this week's Things to Do, I think, is elite. We got a lot of good options, Eric.
Lots of options. And if you're not sure, always pick up Florida Weekly to find out what's going on. We have a comprehensive list of all things going on and some top picks. This week, Let's Fall in Love at the Florida Rep. Byron Kennedy performs at Off the Hook Comedy Club. The Island Hoppers Songwriter Fest is going in and around town. Beach yoga, jazz at the Barrel Room, green markets, movie screenings, much more. Always find us on stands online and on your device, floridaweekly.com.
beach yoga. I've been meaning to get around to do that. That would be nice here, especially if you can do it in the sunrise.
Yes, morning where it's cooler.
Right.
You know what beach it's on?
I think it's Fort Myers Beach, but it's in Florida Weekly, and I can get that information to you.
Hey, that's
if
why
the
you get a
viewers
copy.
want it, you just got to pick up the magazine.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Glad to have you with us. Thanks, Eric.
Thank you.
We'll see you next week.
Sounds good.